You've just seen how to define and apply rent terminology to different property scenarios. You also viewed and practiced making rent calculations. This segment, of course, will describe the various types of operating expenses in a lease and provide examples of the most common ways expenses are treated in lease agreements. In this segment, the lease types that determine who is customarily responsible for the payment of operating expenses. Describe the impact to tenants and landlords of the different types of expense clauses, and provide examples of each type of clause. The treatment of a few major lease types define who is absolute net lease and absolute gross lease terminology, distinct for payment of operating expenses. Anything other than these two extreme definitions will be referred to as hybrid lease. Click the lease types below to view their descriptions. In a net lease, the tenant portion, the rental rate charged to them covers only base rent and no included operating expenses. In a hybrid lease, the payment and market to market. Traditionally, in net leases, the tenant pays all or some of the operating expenses. The first net usually obligates the tenant to pay annual property taxes. In a net lease, the tenant pays property taxes and hazard fire insurance. In a net triple net lease, the tenant pays property taxes, hazard fire insurance, as well as common area maintenance, CAM. Most modified gross or full service leases also fall in this category, as the tenant still has some responsibility to pay their proportionate share of excess expenses. Under an lease, from this amount, the owner then pays the operating expense. A number of clauses may be added to limit these clauses below to view their description. You've just seen some of the most common types of operating expense treatments in a lease, and some examples of how operating expenses are handled under these common types. In the next segment of this course, you'll take an assessment covering all the topics in this module.